Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for If Walls Could Talk. I'm Jill Bloom, Group Publisher of Walls and Ceilings, and always honored to welcome our legal expert, Trent Cotney, partner with Adams and Reese. Trent, thank you so much for joining me.
Jill, it's great to be here.
Let's talk about material volatility, because sounds like there's still some things out there that all contractors definitely need to know about. What can you fill us in?
So it's kind of funny, Jill. You know, people are about as sick talking about material volatility as they are COVID, but surprisingly, it hasn't disappeared. In fact, you know, I think contractors out there should anticipate additional increases in material prices, primarily as a result of storage costs. What we've seen is these manufacturers, in some cases, have overproduced materials, and it's causing a glut of inventory. You know, so storage prices have gone up 11% year over year, 1.4% in the last month. We've got a lot of issues with shipping containers being full and cargo not being able to be offloaded because there's nowhere to put it. When all of this happens, you know, they're passing the storage cost on to the end user, but it could also cause some potential delays. So it's going to be a while until this demand catches up with where we are now with supply. The demand is decreased, but the supply is overabundant. So we're doing a little bit of a market adjustment, and we're going to still have a little bit of pain to go through.
So is it the manufacturers that are handling the biggest load of that storage, or are contractors also seeing that? Or are there contractors out there that have loaded up on materials and also taking on the brunt of that 11% increase in storage?
It's across the board, right? So, you know, the primary impact that I saw is in the shipping itself. So
okay,
it's temporary storage, warehouse storage, all that kind of stuff. Or let's say you're a contractor and you're having to use offsite storage, you're going to see that the cost of that storage is going to start going up significantly. You've got inflation. Plus, you know, I've got a couple of storage units where I've got a ton of old roofing stuff in. My prices went up, you know, I wouldn't say double, but at least 50% in the last 2 months. And I'm nothing, right? So you can only imagine that these contractors, distributors, manufacturers, and all the go-betweens that are having to pay for shipping and storage, those prices will continue to be passed down the food chain.
So do you see a short-term solution?
I don't know if there is a short-term solution other than it will work itself out at some point. You're seeing a correction in demand, right? The demand was artificially created primarily through all the, you know, PPP loans and incentive payments that were issued during COVID. That demand has decreased as a result of that money drying up, interest rates increasing, inflation increasing, and an overall sort of softening of the economy. I think that as we continue to work our way through that, the supply will shrink and ultimately will end up at an equilibrium. And in the meantime, what I would say is, you know, try to lock in your storage costs now. Try to make sure that you're doing whatever you can so that storage rate doesn't float, because it's only going to increase, I would anticipate, throughout 2023.
Sounds great, Trent. Well, thank you so much for that insight. And if anybody has any questions for you, how can they reach you?
Sure. They can always reach out to me, trent.cotney@arlaw.com.
Sounds great. And if anybody has any questions for us, it's roofingcontractor.com, wconline.com, or buildingenclosureonline.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for all our free e-newsletters, our website, our e-magazines, so you can always stay up to date on all the important legal information that we talk to Trent about all the time here. So, but most importantly, goodness, stay safe and healthy. And we can't wait to talk to you soon. Thanks again, Trent.
Thank you.